Hello friends, Iceberg with Dillon Brothers Harley-Davidson, and today I'm going to take you through a walkthrough of this iconic 2009 Harley-Davidson Softail Night Train. The Night Train is definitely one of those Softail lineups that I really wish was still in production. Love the lines on this motorcycle, a very aggressive motorcycle. Up front you have that pizza cutter 21-inch all laced wheel. You have the really low profile fender just hugging over that tire, and then on the rear you have the 200 on the rear, which just gives this bike such an aggressive ride and look to it. I found dipping into the corners on these motorcycles, you had incredible handling, and then definitely just ripping down a straight line. This bike put a huge smile on my face. We're going to move down and talk about the engine on this bike, where you have the 96 cubic inch air-cooled twin cam engine. This is going to be a rigid mount on this motorcycle, so you are really getting that old school Harley-Davidson sensation, feeling that engine working underneath you. This is going to have a 6-speed transmission, and the final drive on it is belt. Moving to the front of the motorcycle, where you have the pulled back, low slammed drag style handlebars on here. Extremely comfortable handlebars. As I said, they kind of pull back to the rider, and the way that this bike is set up and how you are very low slung into the motorcycle, even though these are drag style handlebars, your seating position is still very comfortable, and you have that nice, just perfect arm straight across, nice bend in the elbow, really helping with the comfort factor and the handling on the bike. At the end of the handlebars here, you do have the full custom Harley-Davidson grips. These are nice, comfortable grips. They're not squishy. These are going to be kind of the full metal grips, but I still feel that they're very comfortable for the long rides and just add a real nice texture and look to the front of the motorcycle. Let's move to the gas tank on the Night Train, where you have the 5-gallon gas tank on this bike, so you're going to get a ton of riding time before having to worry about fueling up. And then moving to the badge. This is one of my favorite badges from Harley-Davidson. Love it. Always came out on the Night Trains. Just a beautiful chrome badge running across all that vivid black paint on the gas tank. Real standout on this motorcycle. Let's talk about the seating setup on this Night Train. This has a 2-up, ready-to-go seat. Very nice and comfortable seat. You do have a little bit of lumbar support here for your lower back, also helping you keep on it when you're getting after it. As I said, your passenger is good to go. And then this does also have the quick detach passenger backrest with passenger pegs, so this bike needs absolutely nothing for 2-up ready riding. Talking about the seat, let's talk about the seating position. I kind of touched on it a little bit with the drag style handlebars, but then you also have that complemented with the full forward controls on this motorcycle. So if you're a little bit taller individual like myself, around 6'1", you really can stretch out nice and comfortable on this motorcycle. Definitely complementing much longer rides on the bike. As I said, when I took it out for a ride, having my legs out in the forward position, being able to really push back into the seat, and having those pull back drag style handlebars, incredibly comfortable setup on this bike. Let's move down on the Night Train here, where you have the full custom swoop ground pounding exhaust system on here. This is all blacked out to complement the blacked out engine, which I also very much like on the Night Trains. You kind of get that textured black paint on there, just a real good look, and these pipes sound incredible on this bike. I am going to take the opportunity right now to fire this Night Train up so you can hear that custom exhaust. As you can hear, that exhaust sounds incredible on this bike, and when you're really getting after it down on the interstate with those pipes wide open, sounds amazing. One other small thing on the Night Trains that I just have always been such a huge fan of personally is that rear fender. I love the ducktail fender. Just takes me back to the 70s. Love all those iconic looking bikes, the choppers of old. Always had that ducktail rear fender on them. And then, as I said, complementing and exposing that 200 rear tire on there. Just a beautiful looking back end on this motorcycle. The Night Trains, having the limited run that they did, are kind of hard to find, and I am always excited when we get one in on trade, especially one that is in this condition, looking this nice, and has everything you could possibly want already done to it. As this motorcycle sits on our floor, it has 6,275 miles, so there's a very low mile 2009 Night Train. And as I said, personally, I'm a huge fan of these bikes. Wish they were still in the lineup. Just a very classic and iconic, old school looking Harley with tons of power, and having that rigid mount engine is definitely a bonus for me. Feeling that sensation is what it's all about when you're riding a Harley-Davidson. I know that a lot of people out there, we all love the new technology. We love that bikes ride smooth as glass, but some of us, like myself, I really love the feel of a rigid mount engine. And if you are interested in this 2009 Softail Night Train, please stop out at Dillon Brothers Harley-Davidson today. Come throw a leg over it. Pretty sure it's going to put a smile on your face. If you're watching this video on YouTube and are interested in this bike, for an average cost of around $600, we can ship a motorcycle like this from our door to your door. And as always, from the entire Dillon Brothers Harley-Davidson family, thank you so much for checking out our videos, and always remember, gear up, ride safe. Thanks a lot.